complicated games.
Indeed. What's good, squad? Welcome into another episode of Phuca-Pod, a Phucaname product. Find us all across the web at Phucaname, Phucaname. Check out other episodes of our podcast. Follow us and rate us 5 stars so we can continue to bring these squad vibes to you. Here with the usual squad specs. Squad, introduce yourself and where people can find you if you want to be found on these interwebs.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Wavy, of course, the WaveyGawd. You know what I'm saying? The waviest bird ever. You know what I'm saying? The sneaker lover, anime watcher, video game player. Of course, you know what I'm saying? You already know, Wait the Podcast 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcast. They'll subscribe to the YouTube channel and everything and all that kind of stuff. We got a good show for y'all today. Got a lot of stuff happening, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We were going for a little bit, but we back. You know what I mean? So I'm going to let the squad make her up.
Peace. What's good, y'all? This is CorneredFOX, a.k.a. One Speed Wanda, a.k.a. Leroy Justice. You already know what it is. A CorneredFOX is more dangerous than a jackal. But always shout out to Hideo Kojima. All the good stuff he's got going on. He's about to save Xbox. Keep saying that until he actually does, because he's got this OD. That's surprising. I can't wait for that game to come out. But look, we got a good one for y'all today. As always, rate us 5 stars. Tell us what you want to hear. Tell us what you don't want to hear. You can always catch me at Phucaname with the game.
What up? This is One True New, creator 2-time author, just as 2 days ago. Hey. And then also creator of the Order Sanctus. You'll see more of that. Yeah. Like I said, I'll get the socials in order, but for now, let's jump right in.
Of course. As you all know, we've come out of about 3 or 4 showcases in the last week of this recording.
Yeah, we've had
let me see. So we've had 3.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 confirmed. We had the Tokyo Game Show, the Xbox Showcase. That was the same one, right?
Yeah, they were both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a state of play like right in the middle of it because PlayStation couldn't be left out.
Don't forget me! You know, we're here too! And then Capcom also showed Face,
which was also in the Tokyo Game Show. So,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, first of all, what do you think? What was your favorite showcase out of all of them? Just all around. For me, it was Capcom.
Yo, is this because they were all mid? No, I'm just kidding.
So overall, I think from the list of what we gathered, personally, State of Play did all right, because I know Corner's going to disagree with me. The one feature I think was very beautiful was the God of War 20th anniversary controller, and I'm being very tongue-in-cheek about that, but it's very interesting. Very interesting, like, and the Pulse Elevate wireless speakers, you know.
Oh, right.
Got tech for you.
Yeah.
Got tech for you.
Interesting now that PlayStation, or Sony, I should say, is branding speakers, but okay.
Look, man, we don't want nothing God of War news unless it's more God of War. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't want God of War merchandise?
No,
God of War theme?
The merchandise that I want is the game itself. That is the merch.
Yeah.
That is what I would like to have. You tell me.
I mean, there's rumors. There are only rumors and stuff like that, but there are rumors.
Take him to Egypt, take him to Japan, take him anywhere.
Like literally, Egypt is like, Egypt is like the latest like rumors that it's going to be in Egypt and whatnot.
That would be the next pantheon. I mean, what other ones do they have other than Egypt, India? I mean,
he fights Ashura.
Japan.
Yeah, Japan. They could do Japan. But I mean, for me, like I said, I think Capcom to me was the best. But every single one of them had something I was interested in, at least. So I can at least give them credit there. But I don't know.
So
I just can't sit for 3 hours watching one of them. So
they all were pretty short. I feel like they all were like kind of got straight to the point with a little bit of talking in between. Yeah, wasn't anything crazy. But just for example, like the Xbox Showcase, which was on September 25th. Just go through the list. Gungrave Gore, Animo, as Wavy and Noob said, looks kind of like a not to get Nintendo all riled up. Please don't. It's okay, guys. Your inspirations. Nobody's taking anything away from you. Possible Pokemon-ish monster.
It's a
the monster tamer.
That's what they call them now.
Monster tamer genre. Is that the genre? Yeah.
That's the genre now.
So we've got that. The Monster Hunter Stories 3.
There. And then the whole series is coming to Xbox too, apparently. That's what they said.
Yes.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, here's the thing with that. I'll tie it to the PlayStation one because I believe that there's the PlayStation one. I think the same one, 24. Yeah, they're both coming out to PlayStation and Xbox. The Flight Simulator.
No Xbox exclusive is safe.
No,
they already said that. They already said that everything's coming to multi platforms,
except maybe Kojima's.
Oh, that's probably going to definitely be the straight Xbox exclusive.
Yeah,
I would assume.
I think that's what they were teasing now.
Exclusive for maybe like a year. We'll see.
Death Stranding just came out. They just put Delta out, so everybody's re-enjoying Metal Gear Solid 3. He's got
yes,
OD, and then even Fizzant. That's in the future that he's working on, which is supposed to be a spiritual success for Metal Gear. And Death Stranding 2, the way it ended, certainly leaves a Death Stranding 3 possibility. But he already said that he already wrote Death Stranding 3, but he's not really fucking doing it because I think he's kind of tired. I guess I don't know. I think he's working on some other part. He's already got it written, but I think he said that's not the priority. So
okay,
but Kojima's that dude. Okay, look, we're here. We are here. We're here to stay.
CorneredFOX approves.
That's right, bro. Come on now. Oh, man.
I hear you.
Anyways, okay.
I just think overall, even reading through just for the rest of these Project Evil Bane, Ninja Gaiden 4, Cornered is a big fan of the Gaiden series, right?
They did show the difficulties and stuff like that, whatever, and they show they have some kind of assist mode or something, which. What? They have they have a certain mode you can do, you can put on assist or something like that.
Oh Lord,
or something. But left it the way it was initially. I already put in the video that I made. Y'all check that out over on IG, TikTok, whatever. Xbox Showcase. I already said I'm already gonna put that shit off as soon as I boot up the game. Anything that has assist anywhere in the game, any game I have that see assist, I toggle that shit right off.
Why?
Because right, it's ass. It's ass. I don't do shit myself. You know what I'm saying?
Me who uses aim assist in Hades too, but that's okay because it's minimal. It just locks on to the next enemy. That's it's called aim assist though.
That's very minimal. So
for that type of game, that's different.
Even with Borderlands, I just boot that up. Aim assist right off. Aim toggle right off. Everything's just off. I'm just doing it myself. It's gonna be the same when Ninja Gaiden 4 when it comes out. But shout out to people that like the assist mode and stuff because if it's your first time in that game,
and that's probably why they're putting it there. To try to get more people into it.
Well, yeah,
that makes sense.
Ninja Gaiden 1 required you to have balls.
Ninja-like reflexes.
Yeah, honestly, that shit was hard as hell. That was hard as hell. The first thing.
Well, and not to hijack the conversation, but that does bring up the very different philosophies in game design where you want to attract more audiences versus you want to keep the series pure as how hard it might be, how difficult it might be in the learning curve. You got games like Silk Song and Elden Ring and whatnot that are just hard, and that's what attracts people. The sense of accomplishment and beating bosses that would normally tear your hair out. But then you've got other games frankly Mario games and I'd even probably say I was gonna say Sonic, but probably not. But other games that have gotten easier over the years to attract more people and a younger audience playing them. So, like I said, I didn't want to hijack it, but that's an interesting dichotomy. Where do you go with that?
I think they go exactly where they've been going, where they've tried to change the verbiage, they've tried to change the taxonomy of it from going, hey, this is easy mode because you suck, and then here's hard mode because you're hardcore, and now it's more of,
hate yours easy mode because you want to go through the story. Yeah.
You focus on the story. Do you want a more balanced experience? Do you want to challenge? That's kind of because
that's exactly how they have all these games now. That's how.
Yeah, they do usually say like instead of easy mode, they say story mode.
It's a story focus mode.
Yeah, story focus mode.
Well, it's user experience. It's a user experience principle in software design across the board because you want your users to feel good when they're enjoying the content. And there was a point when being a hard game was like that source of pride. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's still that way.
Remember when not to go back to Demon Souls and Dark Souls, but when Demon Souls was out, hard as hell, crazy, because nobody experienced it before. Dark Souls, same thing. And then the community kind of got around it. And for them, they were like, we want to make it harder with Dark Souls too. But then everybody started figuring out how to play the game by its rules. And now, like, casuals can pick up Elden Ring and get nice at it after a while. Like, it's not to the point where every other company can adopt Souls-like and be fine. Because
Lies of P, what's other things and stuff like
everyone's
that.
learning how to play
those types of games. Yeah. Well, and it's also it harkens back to the old quarter eaters of like the 80s, where games were hard because every time you died, you had to feed it quarters.
Yeah.
But nowadays, that games are sold to, houses, and you can play that game at whatever speed you want. You do want to have that sense of accomplishment, to quote EA, and also have that longevity multiplayer so that you keep playing it.
Yeah.
EA is on some bull right now, man.
I'd say the same for Nintendo, but
Nintendo was too. Yeah.
We can add them to the list. I can say fuck them on live with you.
I mean,
it's almost a running. It's a running list. EA,
Ubi saw you do it.
but let's be honest. It happens. It happens in a cycle. People talk about CapGawd now, but it used to be Crapcom back in the 90s.
Capcom used to get shit on by a lot of people.
It goes up and down.
It did, but Capcom has always had at least one thing that was heat. Like, it hasn't really had a point where it didn't have at least one thing that was good, because it could rely on Devil May Cry, and it could rely on Street Fighters. Like, it could rely on something to keep. So, like, whereas I think, I don't know. Ubisoft.
I was going to say, because, with Nintendo, it's...
Ubi all has Assassin's Creed and Tom Clancy. Anything.
Oh, well.
Assassin's Creed and Tom Clancy.
You talking about Splinter Cell, or are you talking about like Ghost Recon and all that stuff?
Anything. Like, it was like Tom Clancy, anything. Now, depending on the games and the fandom of like Tom Clancy games, I like this over this. This was their peak. This was their loss. But it was a Tom Clancy anything. Ooh, Tom Clancy blind. What? Ooh, I'm with it. Assassin's Creed. What? Ooh, I'm with it.
I was literally about to say Assassin's Creed.
Ghost Recon capitalized, I think, on the success of some other first-person shooters, which is fine. I think that's perfectly fine. I don't talk about Splinter Cell because Splinter Cell obviously capitalized on Metal Gear Solid. It's obvious.
Yeah, the same concept, right?
So it's
amazing how you can tie everything back. Go ahead.
I absolutely can. Hey, look, I'll tell you what. Every single video game where your purpose is not to kill the opponent, but to sneak past them or get by without using lethal force, owes it to Hideo Kojima. Owe it to that man. They owe it.
This man is the living testament of 6 degrees to Hideo Kojima.
Absolutely. Look, say anything. Say cheeseburger. I'll find a way to relate to Hideo Kojima. Okay?
Cheeseburger.
Right. Would I rather have a cheeseburger or play a Hideo? I tell you what, it's not the cheeseburger, okay?
He is not.
One other thing that people were saying about the Xbox showcase, kind of to bring that home, is that it was very Japan. I mean, yes, it was showcased during Tokyo Game Show, but a lot of the things that they showed were very Japan focused, such as Microsoft Flight Simulator having a portion of it in Japan. I want to say, I want to say Gran Turismo. Correct me if
Forza
I'm wrong.
Horizon.
I was going to say
Forza.
no, not
Forza.
Thank you. I don't. That's why I said check me.
Yes.
That's why I said check me.
Because Gran
But
Turismo
yes,
was the biggest announcement.
exclusively PlayStation. I was like,
yes. Okay.
I was like,
I knew I was going to get it wrong.
Find your way.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 6 set in Japan.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that was the biggest announcement, but that was the rumors going on before, and we posted that. that like there were rumors that was going to be taking place in Japan and everything in Tokyo or whatever. So they just basically confirmed it.
Yeah, they did a lot of locales. Like it seemed very Japan focused, which again makes sense because Tokyo Game Show.
Right.
Also, yes, Animo. I watched the trailer of Animo and I was like, this is very. Now I'm sorry for using Gen either Z or Alpha lingo here. But it seemed very Pokemon coded, very, very Power World core, if you will.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it like I can see that your disappointment.
What it means.
I can see it.
I have no idea.
But like, yeah, that it just seemed like that, and I don't know how you release the creatures to commit acts of violence on your behalf without infringing, but apparently that's what you do. So
I mean, like I said in my video and stuff like that, that's like I was one of the takeaways for me as well. I don't know why. Like, and I literally said in the video, I don't know why. It looks cool to me. Like I also see more gameplay of it in the future, but it looks cool. Like I don't know why. Like it looks like something different from Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's probably not gonna be an exclusive, but they're the ones that put it out there. So.
Yeah, those are the highlights for me. Like within the Xbox showcase.
I like Project Evil Bane too. Evil Bane looked pretty good.
You already know the highlight for me, so I ain't even gonna say it.
Exactly. I do know it.
Yeah, right. It starts with an H and ends in Hideo Kojima.
That wasn't at the showcase.
He didn't even try to.
That wasn't at the showcase.
That's okay. I don't care.
that's the highlight.
That's the only thing that I care about that's got Xbox on it. That's exclusive. It's Kojima Studios, which is already thrived on the PlayStation. Now
the state of play had so much in it. It was really, really long, but
it was like 45 minutes though.
Well,
that was also 45
you know what? Within 45 minutes, yes.
How much of that 45 minutes was heat? Now there. I'll bring up another usability principle. You got active time and you got passive time. I'm gonna try to make this quick. There was a study that was done. It was at some airport in Texas or something like that. But basically, there was a study done. And users were real frustrated about the wait times at baggage claim. So what they did is they re-architected the airport so that the gates where they landed were actually further away from baggage claim. That way, the walk is longer. But when you get
that makes a lot of
the
sense.
wait is shorter because there's active time that you are utilizing as you wait. And then there's passive time where you're not using that time while you're waiting. That passive time, there's a correlation between that passive time and frustration. So 45 minutes, cool. But if most of the time isn't filled with quality, then you'll be like,
well, and it's also
long and kind of. But if all the games were fire, you'd probably be like, that should wait quick.
I'm not gonna say it was not all quality, but like it was a good couple of games announced over there. But it was also sometimes it was like, yeah, I'm good.
So for me, and for any, were there any other than Animo or any other things that stood out for Xbox? Is like PlayStation. To your point, Cornered, like to ask your question, like what was supposed to be hot, and this is the thing that people are going to want to hear, probably for us talking about, and everybody talking about on various podcasts and platforms, is Marvel's Wolverine, right? They gave Soros good time too. Don't get me wrong. Some people, from the creators of Returnal, they gave a gameplay review, and one of the developers, I believe, one of the director, was talking you through Soros, right?
Yeah.
So that was the beginning, and they sandwiched all this up in between the following: Tekken 3, Soul Calibur 3, Tomb Raider coming to the classics catalog. Gran Turismo 7, Spec 3 update, God of War, new controller. The games coming out for the rest of the year: Battlefield, Flight Simulator, Let It Die, Inferno, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which they're like saying like, oh, people are choosing that over Mario Kart for the Switch 2 because Sonic, and with the Mega Man, Proto Man, Dr. Wily DLC.
Definitely got a lot more guest characters in it.
A lot more guest
You
characters.
said something about that God of War controller.
Well, that's what else can be said. 20th anniversary. Here's a controller with one red shirt.
Right, like I used to think that's like, wow.
I'm sensing everyone was disappointed about
that. I'll put it to you like this. One of my controllers if one of my controllers has stick drift, right? A little bit of stick drift. And it's like, could I get that fixed? Or could I just go buy this God of War controller and replace it?
Okay, so it's not like
what?
It's not like you're gonna like. So it's basically not
you can
like
also buy an
like,
actual,
right?
Or another one. No, you're right. That's the third option.
I wanted to say what CorneredFOX was saying on his face.
Like, I was so perplexed by that.
So here's the thing with that. Like, and of course, that's the option 1A. So get it fixed or getting a new one in general. And option B is getting this God of War themed controller because I'm a fan and this looks good. And, you know, like, of course I want like some type of God of War merch somewhere. It's right in my controller at my fingertips at all times. So it, you know, it depends on your preferences.
But do you?
You know, anybody get the skin for the Nostalgia Joint? The PlayStation 1 skin for
was
PS5.
sold out.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
yeah. No, it's just like so. So again, feeding on the your fandom nostalgia.
Well, I agree with you, and to not be facetious anymore, but also still a little bit. I think there's a time and a place for the nostalgia and to buy some of these themed controllers. I think it's great. I think they can take any of their franchises, theme out their controllers. I think people will buy it. Totally think so. I think that's great. I think 20th anniversary of God of War. What's the first thing y'all think about? News about some new shit. That's what everyone's thinking. Everyone's thinking
a remaster.
Okay, a remaster, phenomenal, right? Give me a remaster.
A remaster of what?
Anything. I mean, if we're talking about, and see, it doesn't need to be so that I am going to play it, but I think what they're going to do or what they could have done, and they don't need to do. But remember how I always like Mass Effect games. I think they're a good example. Mass Effect 1 was great at the time, but if you go back and play Mass Effect 1 after playing Mass Effect 2, the original gameplay was not hot. So then when they updated the gameplay of Mass Effect 1, and then they re-released it in like that whatever edition, it was like cool and digestible. God of War 1, I think, is still fine today. It's a different type of game than Ragnarok, etc. Because they changed the style. They went to over the shoulder, slower paced action. Before God of War, 1, 2, 3, etc. was more of a like platformy, jumpy, slashy, 360 degree kind of thing. It was a different type of game. I could see a world where they merge the two, maybe for the sake of a remaster or a remake. But for me, like I think the point that I'm getting to is that we all look at the 20th anniversary and we think new God of War something. We think not a controller skin. We think something new.
Well, so I could see them not going big on the 20th in favor of the 25th. So that to me would excuse it. But I mean, like you just said, semantics. 20th, 25th. Revenge of the Sith just had their 20th, and really all they got was a rerun in the theaters, which actually did really well.
I heard.
I think it's different because
different mediums, yes, but
different mediums. I think 20th was around COVID, so I think that would have been tough for it, and I also think 25th for God of War will be PS6, and so like by then we should maybe have something to be excited about.
I can see that. I can see that.
But yes,
I could see that too.
For Wolverine, look, the trailer looked nice. The Wolverine, I like that it actually looks. It doesn't look like, or let me back up. The developers did not seem to look at Hugh Jackman and think, oh, okay, we'll just make him our Wolverine. They made a actual, like, this is Wolverine, because I'm not going to lie, I did not like when Insomniac, same developer, did that for Spider-Man, where they went back and made Peter Parker look more like Tom Holland. They gave a 28-year-old man a baby face.
Well, that's the face of the actual actor, I think. Something like that.
Yeah,
is it?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's Yuri Lowenthal?
That's the face, yeah. But the other guy was the better face. And also I missed.
You talking about the original,
which was during COVID.
You talking about the original versus like the other face model,
the remastered one, yeah.
The remastered face,
and two because
they used going forward after that was better for their motion capture than their high whatever graphics.
Right.
The original person, though, everybody thought was the better
Yeah, the original was better.
Most definitely was a better one. Most definitely.
The better model, significant.
Great performance, but
yeah. And so I really was hyped looking at the Wolverine trailer. Not sure if it tipped me over to getting the game, but like seeing Omega Red there, seeing Mystique, and of course the big reveal of the Sentinel at the end, like the classic 80s, 90s, maybe probably 90s. 90s looking Sentinel. Like, that looks cool. And I do wonder if we'll get a cameo from Spider-Man in that film. The game.
Well, the cross, like, is it across this universe? Is it across a verse? Are they building a verse? Yeah.
It seems like they are, especially with the...
If they do, I was just going to say, if they do, Wolverine and Spider-Man both encounter a lot of characters across verses. So I think if they did, that's going to open up a lot.
They did meet a lot in the 90s show, I believe.
And plus, remember, like,
Spider-Man does not like Wolverine.
Well, Spider-Man also in the games, remember, there were several teasers. I mean, there was Fantastic Four building, the Avengers building, there was the Avengers, there was all types of stuff that was in there. So,
if y'all remember that big Insomniac that happened like last year or whatever, they did have like a timeline of stuff coming with like X-Men and I think Venom or stuff like that, which I'm not really excited about.
Was one of them Blade?
X-Men and stuff like that too. So I can definitely see like, the whole Insomniac.
Yeah, it's a sad answer to that. Yeah, that's it.
It's definitely
Liam McIntyre. Pardon if I'm saying your name wrong. Is the model and the actor for Wolverine. So, like you said, they didn't go over Hugh Jackman way, and then they showed Liam.
Voice sounds great. Also,
yes.
I'm a big fan. I think
so. No, it looks like it's going to be a really cool game. It'll be interesting. Well,
yes. Gee, what gave you that idea?
There was so much blood in that trailer.
They're not. There is not going to be any robot that's just stabbing through them. Like, there's not going to be just robots so that you can keep it T.
Oh yeah, that was
definitely the way he was cutting up people, I was like, honestly, just one of those shots would be fatal to any henchman. But I mean,
bro, I mean, I'm hyped for it. Like, I saw they're not savoring any blood or gore and stuff like that. He's unaliving people in the whole show. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
What happened to the? You know what? Bring back kill. Bring that the word kill.
No, well, because social is very sensitive about. Yeah,
Ain't it wild that
you can censor me saying that.
No, don't censor him. Let him say it. let him say it. That superpowered heroes, super strength, they hold back. Wolverine doesn't have super strength as part of his.
No, you're right. You're right.
He can regenerate. So he can push his body. And
he's stronger just because of the adamantium skeleton too.
Basically.
So
he's got an adamantium skeleton, no doubt, and also similar to Cable. I mean, he can rip his shoulder out, throw a punch if he wanted to. He'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can throw a punch.
No, wait. Oh, can he? Because he doesn't regrow the adamantium, so he can't do that.
No. I just meant like he can, like, normally if you throw a punch as hard as you can, uncontrolled, you don't.
Oh yeah.
You can also potentially
I get you.
Yourself. Like, it don't really matter. Well, ain't nothing getting strained, ain't no tendons getting ripped, but he can't just heal from it. He's fine. Yeah. But he doesn't have super strength. That's not one of the super.
Unfortunate to him, because he does that stuff. Like, there've been instances where he's done that. Somebody's, "Are you okay?" He's like, "I've been through it." It's
interesting. Adamantium claws, so like he doesn't need super strength to do.
It'll be very interesting to see like what the progression of it will be. Will they play into his frequent sometimes amnesia? Or
I think
he said no, because they really teased it to the trailer that he's like, "There's things I can't remember."
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
because that's something that happens to him a lot, apparently.
Yeah.
So
the developers are talking about that a lot in the actual reveal trailer. That like they're gonna follow that script of like he has a lot of memory blockage or whatever, so they're gonna play into that in the game.
Okay.
So,
because that's one thing. I mean, with Spider-Man and Batman, it's pretty easy to do progression because they just get more gadgets. Or in the Spider-Man case, they discover other powers. Of course, Miles being newer at it than Peter, and Peter just, getting more gadgets and doing other things with his webs. But with Wolverine, I mean, you could unlock different moves and whatnot.
Yeah,
but
more combos.
Yeah.
And I'm here for that.
I predict 15-20 hour playtime.
Yeah.
I think 20. That's a sweet spot. 15-20. I think 15-20 hours is going to be the playtime.
Oh, that's right. It's not open world. So yeah, I'd agree.
I am hoping for, Colossus, because they apparently get along a lot. We're definitely got to see Professor X, Cyclops. We got to have Cyclops.
Deadpool.
I would like to.
He'll be a side mission. He'll be like
actually
Azrael.
be a side mission.
Yeah, how much DLC will this be like Spider-Man 1 with the City Never Sleeps edition?
Those were good, and the other one too. Both of them were good. Yeah, what's her name?
Silver Sable. Yeah.
No, the City Never Sleeps. I think was both of those. I think when they released them both.
The one with Black Cat and Silver.
I think because they did the DLCs and then they did the final version where they sold you the pack with both. I think that was the City Never Sleeps edition.
Mm-hmm. Sabretooth as well. Yep.
Those were real good too. That game was so good.
It was so good.
I don't know how good this one is going to be. To be honest, I don't know if it's going to be.
Well, we'll have to see more, but the combat looks like a good fusion between Batman's free flow and Spider-Man's combat. Of course, that was a derivative of Arkham's combat.
What?
I said derivative, not copy.
What was that copy?
No, excuse me. I apologize.
Was it because they made it a little bit better?
What do you think it was better?
I think so, personally.
Interesting. I actually think Arkham's combat's better than Spider-Man's.
I thought Spider-Man's was perfect.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
But
I think it was perfect for Spider-Man.
Exactly. I think it's perfect. I think Batman's is awesome, but I think the way you take that,
I see what you're saying.
Make it for Spider-Man, I thought was
it's like perfection.
Peak.
Because they could have.
I see what you're saying now.
Could have just copied it, but they took it and then
which is why I said derivative.
Yeah,
Spider-Man did.
Yes, but they what's the word I'm looking for? Formed it to it, tailored it to it, fitted it.
They tailored it to it.
Yeah.
Tailored is a good word.
Tailored, I'd say tailored. Because yes, Batman's more likely to counter you than to dodge you, and Spider-Man's he's more likely to dodge you.
Yeah, he's dodging, flipping, twisting, whatever. Like imagine if
throwing shit like
Vegeta doing that same thing, right?
Well, he didn't have Ultra Instinct, so.
Well, but his would be different. It would be different the way that it is, and you would hope that it was unique and not just like, oh, that's just,
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to seeing more. I think that will be a fun game to experiment with and hopefully get a demo.
Ouch, Wavy.
What's up?
The Black Panther game.
Which one?
The one that got canceled. It's just like this is what we thinking. Like,
what about it?
It just did.
The fact they got
like that got canceled. So it's like, was that an Insomniac project?
And it was literally good. No, it was on cliffhanger.
So it's like, give that to them.
Right under EA and stuff like that.
Yeah, go ahead, Weavy.
Yeah, I think and the thing is that it was gonna have like a sort of like a nemesis system, which is fire for a Black Panther kind of game. And I'm also wondering how EA was gonna try to do that because Warner Brothers definitely patented that system for no apparent reason.
That's probably might have been part of it. Might have been part of why.
Oh, because
I think the main reason why it got canceled was
I'm saying part of.
It's possible. It's possible, but the main reason was pre-production in 4 years. It's like, all right, you might have to cut the string. You know what I'm saying? But that could have been it too, because maybe EA didn't want to shell out that money for the Nemesis system.
Yeah, Like sitting on that deal, slide the paper, how much you want to.
Right.
How much will come off that,
Because Warner Brothers probably charge whatever, which is, like I said, I don't know why they patented the system. They never used it.
Why would you? I own the word "and." I'll never use that. Or some word
that's significantly different because a lot of other
let me take that back. What's one thing you never use in your What's one thing you never use in your daily that you just patented? It's like you don't even never use that, John. It's like
easy.
You got to pay me every time I use it.
Easy, a domain name for a website. You can just patent it, or you own it, and then sit on it so that other people can't do it.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Noob. But yes, Cornered. I mean, the obvious point that everybody uses the word "and." I'm just trying to think of something.
I'm just trying to help you out by saying
he's your friendly neighborhood
hater.
CorneredFOX
Critic.
Fun fact though about that kind of thing, like just sitting on the domain site and RP the left eye from TLC. She definitely did that back in the day too. Like she would literally trademark different domain websites with different artists and stuff like that. And they couldn't use it until they call her and stuff like that and whatever. It was something along those lines, but it was like definitely
it's a strategy.
Wow, it's
a strategy.
Let's look into
so,
that.
Going forward. I mean, so Crimson Desert. That check out that we have online.
I've been on that for a minute actually. Crimson Desert.
What's this current one? It was one before Crimson Desert because like Crimson Desert's sequel to
Black Desert?
Black Desert. Yeah, I think so. Are they related?
I don't know.
So.
I don't think
no, sorry, excuse me. Correct me. No, they're not related. They're not related.
Is that other Korean joint?
Yes.
I played that game for a little bit.
Black Desert Online. No, you're right. They aren't related. They aren't.
Yep, they're not. It's not direct sequel.
Yeah, but continue. All right.
Got that. Then Neo 3.
Yeah.
Wait,
bro.
Wait. What? I'm not hip.
Yeah. Yep.
A third Neo?
Yep.
A third Neo?
Yeah, the alpha came out earlier this year. The alpha came out. Alpha demo or whatever.
Fatigued I am with Soulsborne there.
Oh, you got the fatigue?
I've been at the fatigue, to be honest. Because
I haven't even gotten whatchamacallit. I wanted to get Night Rain, but
Night Rain.
Because
Night Rain just seemed to, it just kind of...
It's iteration and not innovation. And once that happens, like, I'm good.
But I will say, though, the one I do want to get right now, and I've been saying this for a while, but I do want to get First Berserker Kazan. I do want to get that game.
I did try that one.
I love all that demo and stuff like that. So
it was fun. Mm-hmm. I agree completely, Wavy. Like it.
That's like the main one I want right now. Yeah.
What they do different from the Soulsborne? If they did anything different,
the parry system to me was low key flawless in that demo. Like it was actually,
and it was satisfying,
very satisfying. Like it was like a lot of these Soulsborne games, they don't get the parry right, or it's like too
So here's the thing. I like Lies of P's. I know, in Corner, I don't know if you agree with me. Lies of P's parry system was when you did it right, the enemy's weapon would break, and it was like a nice ting sound of clash of metal.
But wasn't that like the?
Yeah,
but wasn't that parry system like very, very like hard to get and like master?
But when you do, the ting sound and like the enemy loses like half of their weapon or whatever, it's like visibly split.
I mean, that's what happens. You can become invincible. This is again one of the things with my criticism of Expedition 33. Not that I thought it was a big problem. I just thought that I thought it was too easy to get good at pairing. Personally, I thought it was too easy to get. The pairing was difficult. I thought getting good at it just meant you spent some time. Like,
but I mean, like, I don't think that was the biggest part that they were really going for. Like, I think they really wanted that story to be really, really good. Like the parries and the blocking was just like a bonus. I won't say it was a bonus, but I don't think that they like put a heavy emphasis on the parrying and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
And which one?
In
Expedition
33.
I think they put a good amount of emphasis on it. I mean, but I think. But I do think that they also really encourage you to make these good builds that make the game. Because really, it's all about how long do you want the fight to last. That's what I told one of my homies the other day. I was like, how long do you want the fight to last? I was like, if you want the fight to go quick, make yourself a dope build and, demolish your opponent. If you're not really trying to make that build, you could blaze through the game at level 1 by just parrying and never getting hit. It just takes high skill. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no move. There's very few moves in Expedition 33 that you cannot parry and negate all damage and just counter. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, there are points in time later in the game where it was like, okay, this fight's taken 10, 15 minutes to complete, but, like, I'm not taking no damage and I don't need to worry about my setup because I can just, it really doesn't matter. unless I kind of wanted to. But anyways, that all said, none of that is really why I oversold games. I just think that they all do too much of the same, and they don't give you enough of the new innovation, freshness. I think it's just I think it's the fad, it's the trend, and I think we've talked about this a little bit before. I think Souls-like games are trendy.
It's the meta right now, That's it.
Yeah.
Last,
mm-hmm.
I was gonna say the last one that I looked at the gameplay was Sorrows. And,
yes.
While that game did look good, it looked good. I could not get the geometry dash out of my head with all the projectiles incoming.
Did you play Returnal?
I didn't, and that's probably why.
You would like Returnal. I think you would enjoy that game a lot.
Because I was like, what are these X's and O's and triangles and circles coming at me and geometry that's trying to kill me?
I think it still holds up very well today. Did y'all play Returnal, Frosty?
Nah, yeah. Mm-mm.
I didn't play Returnal, but
that was a good game.
I heard a lot of people said it was a good game and stuff like that. I just never
that was a good game.
Played it at all.
Very good, PS5 get oriented.
It was launch title, right?
Yeah, it was very good. I highly recommend the game.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but the gunplay looked great.
Mm-hmm.
The gunplay looked great. The game looked smooth. So I mean, yeah. Next year, March 20th.
So
was March 20th?
Yeah.
I won't project. I definitely think we're kind of going into, and so for this episode, we're coming up on the Game Awards season, and as Phuca-Pod, we really keep an eye on where awards land, just overall predictions, stuff like that. I already feel like with some of these games that are announced, people are already putting their bids in for trying to be 2026 Game of the Year, just off of those already. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is whatever, but it's definitely like a list of games. Like, where will this fall in the grand scheme of things next year?
Nanta?
Bro, you're right. I think that's going to be 2027 land because they don't have a date. I think that's 2027.
Well, I think it's coming out next year. That's what everything I was reading. I mean,
it said, did it say still in development? Or
if Grand Theft Auto 6 come out next year, that's going to win. So,
yeah.
Grand Theft Auto,
something would have to work really hard to do.
To me, Grand Theft Auto 6 is a losing game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I think even for this, I'm going to say for this game of the year, the race that I'm actually very interested in is indie game of the year. That's the one that I'm looking at.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them that are. I mean,
I'm interested in Yotei, and I think that Expedition 33 is going to be an indie game.
Because Expedition 33. I mean, Hades 2, Silk Song, there's a lot of indie games that are going to be in the running.
I just think Hades 2, I think Silk Song improved on, something that was they already did. Their sequels, right? And I think that's awesome. I think Expedition 33 kind of took shit by storm when it came out. And I think that was one game that other AAA studios are looking at holy shit, Whereas I think Silk Song, I think Hades, I think they have lanes that they're, I don't think
that's the convo about. I think we talked about this on the pod before about sequels, revisiting sequels.
Well, sequels
in their categories,
sequels, but also when we look at Silk Song, even when we look at Hades and Hades 2, it's they did so much good stuff for this type of game, So it's kind of all these AAA games with more budget, more time, more advertising. Why can't y'all make something this dope? Sure, blah blah blah. That's some of the conversation. I think Expedition 33, we're looking at specific big RPG generational games, saying why can't y'all do their
music, gameplay, voice acting, and graphics.
I think that in and of itself is big. I don't think it's enough to win Game of the Year, personally, even though I would like for it to, so that puts pressure on Final Fantasy to make a better Final Fantasy. That would be wonderful. But right. I think Yotei is going to do it because if based on the reviews that have come out as of taping of this, right, it seems as though reviews are saying that this is Ghost of Tsushima but better, Ghost of Tsushima plus. That's what it sounds like.
But that's the thing. You could say the same for Hades 2 and for...
You can. However, the difference, I think, is that Ghost of Tsushima only lost to Last of Us 2, which Last of Us 2, you know,
Well, apples and oranges. You're arguing for Game of the Year. I'm arguing for Indie Game of the Year.
Right, yes. So I'm saying for Game of the Year. For Game of the Year, I got Yote because I think I think Ghost of Tsushima, first of all, was the best game adjacent at the time when Last of Us 2 came out. And because of that, I don't think that there's any other game now as good as Last of Us 2 to compete with Yote, unless I be biased and say Death Stranding 2. But I think the indie category, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think that
indie category is going to be interesting because
most interesting.
Yeah. I could see that's the thing. I could see the People's Choice being up between Silk Song and Hades because they both have very adamant communities. But I mean, if I had to give the award personally, it would probably be. It'd be close. It'd be either Silk Song or Expedition, maybe.
I'd give it to Expedition.
I would want to put Hades up there
just for its innovation.
Well,
even though again, its
Hades,
its mechanics aren't new. Like as people talk about, other games have had the counter system mid battle and stuff like that. Technically, in Sea of Stars, you can do that too. Like you can block people in Sea of Stars.
You can.
Sea of Stars is amazing.
Sea of Stars was phenomenal, also.
I got to play the DLC, but you could block in there. You just couldn't like parry and all like that. You just got to block. It's like almost what was it called?
Hades
like
is one of those games.
Like Paper Mario.
Hades is one of those games where, and I hate to sound like everybody gets a participation trophy. It like doesn't need a trophy to legitimize how good it is.
Exactly.
Right. It just kind of lets the sales do the talking.
It's just a fun game. That's all. It's really just a fun game.
That's the thing. It's just a fun game.
I do think Expedition 33 does need to win awards, but I think it is the only game there that is actually threatened AAA like game. I think Expedition 33.
Well, Silk Song too because of the price as well. $20,
right? Because of the price, and even Expedition 33 being on Game Pass, this is like
and so is Silk Song.
Silk Song,
yeah, and the first Hollow Knight. They're both on Game Pass.
I know the first one. I didn't know
they're both on Game Pass. Yeah.
But that's fine.
That's why, they were always showing it on the Xbox, the ROG Ally commercials, or whatever, because they were really marketing it and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I feel you, and I think Expedition 33 was that game that was immediately you play Expedition 33. All the industry was talking about was they just do all this stuff better than these AAA studios. There's why didn't y'all do this? Why didn't y'all do that? Can you believe it was this small studio that did this and that? And the whole talk was about. What have y'all been doing?
Yeah.
Because they came and gave it to us. And I think that statement is getting a lot. I think Hades and Silk Song, I think Hollow Knight and Hades, I think they're going to be fine, whether they win or not. I think
that's the thing, yeah.
I think Expedition 33, I think it winning will do a lot of good. I think that'll do a lot of good.
The prop up the hero.
Yeah, I think it will. I mean, but for me, again, I'm selfishly doing this. I'm selfishly doing it because I want Final Fantasy. Again, when I saw it, I was just thinking, how come y'all can't make a you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Facts.
I don't need to say
there's a lot of that. I mean, I look at Monster Hunter Stories 3 and then look at Pokemon Z and I'm like, look what they did with a box of scraps.
Now stop it.
I was watching. We'll get there with the Capcom showcase very shortly, but I was looking at a gameplay video of Monster Hunter Stories 3, and I'm like, this game is beautiful. What the heck, Pokemon?
Facts.
Where's this? Where's this?
Not where's this?
So,
I mean, it's a fact though. Go ahead. I mean, I was gonna say we already talked about before. Legends was a good shift from the regular Pokemon. I think they're gonna do the same with Z to A Legends and stuff like that. With the whole you can move in your Pokemon and you move with you the actual TV show. It's just,
I think it's going to innovate in some way. I cautiously use the word innovate because I would say more it's a remixing of the way that the battles are now real time.
Yeah.
I think even though some people are having reservations that it's just the city that you're in, you're not going outside of the city of Lumios.
Yeah.
you will have enough to explore with the rooftops and the catacombs and the different locales within the city, because Paris, which Lumios is based off of, is a very big city. So I'm sure it will have different locales that you can load into within the city. I think the biggest thing that ZA has going for it, or multiple things, is the gameplay, meaning the battles, how that's real time.
Yeah.
The additional megas that are coming out, and also
megas, they suck. Their designs all suck.
Megas as a mechanic is great.
As a mechanic,
it's
100%
great.
agree.
But Pokemon is going to definitely do some goofy megas, and they're going to make some ones that look good.
Where are the ones that look good? I've seen two.
Are you talking about the recent ones, or are the ones that are go out, or the ones that are now?
I've seen 3 in general. It was Charizard Y, no, Charizard X, Rayquaza, and was it Executor?
No, that he has an Alolan form. Garchomp, I would say, looks good.
No, I didn't like it. but that's okay. I mean, I personally did.
But that's the thing. Like, it has enough where it's remixing up.
Yeah.
The mechanics. The only thing that I think that puts ZA under a tier, as some other Monster Tamers that are coming out, like Digimon and Monster Hunter, is the business decisions behind hiding things behind DLC and hiding rewards behind online rankings, because
competitions and paywalls.
Well, paywalls, but what gets me is that Pokemon released champions as a way to build your team, and as I understand it, I could be wrong, but they released Pokemon champions that is on, I want to say it's on the Switch too, but also on mobile, so that you could build your entire team on there with all 3 gimmicks. So you can have Dynamaxing, you can have Mega Evolution, and you can have Z moves all in one place to build your team so that you can aim for the top. And I thought that was going to be the standard for online ranking battles. So why hide anything within ZA of all games? Like, why even make an online, or at least a serious online competition for ZA games?
I forgot about the Gigantamax also.
Mm.
That's my issue.
But they had that in like Sword and Shield, right?
No, they did, but Pokemon Champions is supposed to have all of those gimmicks in one game.
Like that's so like the mobile thing, right, or whatever.
Yes, the mobile game. So that's why I'm wondering why they're even supposedly investing in a significant online presence with ZA, since that's going to be a different battle format and whatnot. That's my question.
Yeah,
I mean, all I know is that, like,
is there anything planned coming up for them as the year continues?
For who?
Pokemon?
Nintendo, Pokemon, we got no, not content. I mean, like directs or anything like that, because
I don't think so.
Sony and Xbox closed out, so this is we're in
they get one more
September, October.
There's a direct every other day at this point. None of them
every other day.
None of them have given me Twilight Princess.
Please.
That was an interesting movement you did there.
Dog, the fact that it's
maybe November,
December.
Maybe November, December, because they still have to release Air Riders, and so they probably have to do more.
They still got to release Metro Prime 4,
which
yes,
I'm hyped for.
Yes, yes,
I'm hyped.
So yes, there probably is one more direct in the year. There, to answer your question.
Let's see.
You don't like Metro?
So,
I'm not a big fan though. I never played them like that though. I never played one at all.
I think you'd like them. I generally think so.
I mean, they're I mean, the first one was good and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
There have been several that I
Dread looks amazing.
I mean, before we go all the way into Nintendo, pause.
Right.
No, it's just, like, they don't have anything. Let's just not. I mean, overall, I just googled. There's nothing announced right now. There's nothing announced right now, so we'll just see if they do anything for as the year close out. That's all.
The cap.
I was gonna ask y'all if y'all like the Battlefield 6 campaign trailer that they showed at PlayStation. So they say to play.
indifferent.
Same.
Same. I kind of went. I kind of did that for a reason because apparently Tom Henderson and somebody called Big Fry TV, something like that. They had some time to play with the campaign, and they're saying that the campaign is going to be like probably the weakest part of the game. Like apparently it has like
the campaign is the weakest part of an army shooting FPS.
No, but they're saying I know Big Fry said something that like it had some polishing to do and stuff like that, along with like just it being just generally fun. But they said that the campaign is probably going to be the weakest part. But I mean, like Corner just said, like we don't played it for the campaign. People play it for the multiplayer. So
Exactly.
Nobody has really been able to do it like Combat Evolved did it.
I liked Modern Warfare 2's campaign. The Modern Warfare series campaign.
Oh, Modern Warfare.
Okay, no Russian. Yeah, it was pretty good.
3 was, of course, could have closed a little better, but 2 was just like,
I don't think anything has hit Halo from a first person.
Well, no, I'm talking about if you're talking about human related situations, because I guess you could say Master Chief is
I think Resistance
superhuman.
I think Resistance.
Oh, Resistance!
Oh, we're on the same page today.
Now that was different because Modern Warfare again didn't deal with aliens.
Oh, true. Just humans. I don't know. Gears had monsters.
Yeah, the aliens.
I was going to say it wasn't first person, but Gears was so good when that first came out. Man,
that was revolutionary.
Third person over the shoulder.
That was special when Gears first came out. Man,
and the buzz song.
Right. Turning that color, fucking wave dash, shotgun one hit, body slider.
Yeah. So,
Headshot snipers.
I think the last one we have to cover is Capcom, and that one.
It was.
It was cool.
We talked about Pragmata a bit. So I mean,
you mean Last of Us in Space?
The game looks good.
Y'all have said so many different things about the game, man. There was Mega Man, and there was Last of Us in Space. I can't reconcile those two.
But the thing is that I think it looks good though. Like I like it.
It looks great.
It looks good, but so far what they have shown in combat looks repetitive. That I'm sure there's more.
You talking about like the whole solving a puzzle kind of thing, whatever.
It just like little space. Without
little girl hack that thing, then I can shoot
Dead Space without the horror.
Little girl hack that thing, and then puzzle solves itself. It's like I think the gameplay in and of itself looks repetitive right now. If there's more to it, such as maybe just like Reach had the space combat to change it up a little bit. It was like 1 or 2 levels, I get it, but just a little bit. But if it had something
City
else,
Oh
yeah, the New Alexandria. How could I forget that?
Oh anyway, man,
but
club.
But if there was a little bit more other than quip, hack, shoot, quip, hack, shoot, like
I can see that.
Then maybe it'll look better.
I can see that.
You're right. The game looks great, but
and then wait for it. You got it mastered now. Now we're gonna turn the difficulty up a little bit more. Now you got to do it faster.
Yeah, what's the best game? What's the best game Capcom's put out
last decade?
Last decade?
I mean, World, Monster Hunter World. If you go by sales,
yeah, World's probably the best part. Probably the best one.
Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, hey, we on the same page. This
he was so deadpan when we said World, and he was like,
"Well, I knew you were going to say World, Mark. I knew you was going to say World. I knew it."
Well, the numbers also support it.
The numbers do support it, but
the numbers support it.
I would say Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 5 is like an unsung hero. That game, I feel like that game should have been played by so many more people. Devil May Cry.
I feel like a lot of people did play DMC 5.
Here's where you'll be disappointed in me. I haven't played it yet.
Oh, well, you should play it. I highly recommend.
It's on my list to play. But the reason I say 5 is because right, because I love 4. I love 4. There was like progression. I loved 1, 2, man, 3, love it, and then they said 3. Here's 4. I love it, and then so 5. The thing I strayed away from was they got their faces a little more like realistic looking. I wasn't really big on that. How they like kind of like gave a more a realistic look for the characters.
That was it for me too initially, but it works.
And then and then Nero with the Mega Buster thing, I was like, all right, this is a little gimmicky. Like I don't know why you're doing that with his arm. Like it's a robotic arm now. But the way the story is progressed, it's not just a thing. Like it's not just like, oh yeah, and it's a thing. Like it progressively brings back a character that I go, how could you possibly, like, it brings up that thought of, like, when a character dies in another game, you go, how do you bring them back? And how many ways people have, like, innovated writing and how this character comes back and how it makes sense. And you go, yeah, I'll take that. That makes sense. And it's just like, but it's also world of magic and demons, of course. So, like, people dying and come back to life is not far-fetched, especially for Devil May Cry. So, like, and in the combat and in the way that the one character like takes over in the end, and it's just like it leaves room for more. And so that's one of the things I'm going to look forward to playing when I get the chance or whatever. That's why I say that, like for the legacy that it leaves. Monster Hunter like is a climbing franchise, but I think Devil May Cry is a fandom.
I think it's past climbing. I think Monster.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's there now.
It's there. Well, let me not say, because Devil May Cry was a thing for a long time. Monster Hunter was definitely a smaller niche, I think.
It was.
Yeah,
and of the last 5 or 6 years, I think. So we're talking about the last couple of Monster Hunter games leading up to this one has made it explode. Devil May Cry 4 and 5, I think. I don't know if they exploded, but fans were hyped for it, and it kind of reached a certain peak, and it just...
I think World did to Monster Hunter same thing that Elden Ring did to Souls games.
I can see that.
Okay, yeah.
Which I didn't...
Except Elden Ring. I'm not going to say shit.
Elden Ring's not the best. Yeah.
The thing is that I thought Horizon was the one until y'all said that it was World. I didn't even know World did numbers like that.
Rise.
I didn't know World did numbers like that, honestly.
It is Capcom's highest selling game.
World
of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah, I did say that. Of all time.
So I was gonna. So I'm glad you said that, because I was gonna say where does Resident Evil fall? Because again, I was saying like Resident Evil continues to be a big drop after.
It's number 2.
I'm biased when I say Devil May Cry. Like I think because
I also am biased. I will say that.
Yeah, I generally think Devil May Cry is generally better, and the only reason I say that is because I think Dead Space did Resident Evil better. Personally, I think Dead Space did better. So I kind of, but Resident Evil, I have to admit, it's a legendary franchise, has plenty of games, continues to, so like Capcom has at least.
Devil May Cry was supposed to be Resident Evil.
What do you mean?
I beg your pardon?
Devil May Cry. So Devil May Cry the initial concept of Devil May Cry was supposed to be the next addition to the Resident Evil franchise, and Dante's original name, Tony Redgrave, he was supposed to be related to, I think, the characters for Resident Evil in some kind of way. But the studio stepped away and took that and turned it into its own story with Dante and Virgil and Mundus and all that kind of stuff. And now it is what it is today.
Awesome. Well done. Because that I could have lived and died not knowing. So okay. Well, all this to say, Frosty with the facts. Yeah. Well, all this to say, I think Capcom's got 4 to 5, like big time. I mean, if we talk Dogma as well, or if we talk anything,
I would say
Dogma, Monster Hunter, Mega Man, Devil May Cry, Street Fighter.
Right.
I think there's a 6th in there somewhere.
So, I mean, I'm fine with that being.
Did I say Resident Evil?
Phoenix right. Objection.
Yeah. I mean, we could.
Oh, excuse me, and that's on this list too. With the yeah,
it's got another like they package the games and then they give them back to you. Much like their apparent mascot, Mega Man, who hasn't received a game in how long?
I feel the same way about Mega Man that I do about Sonic.
At least they're putting out new Sonic games.
That's just the difference. I would equate those to Gohan and Trunks. I think Gohan, which I would say is Sonic, it's a lot of new games. But Trunks like the forgotten son, the forgotten prince, like he's also
killed Frieza first. First.
Like, can we not
first?
Like, we don't have.
He killed Frieza. He
Okay,
killed Frieza. No. To your point. No, to your point. He's.
I heard you say it like 5 times.
Excuse me. Unalived Frieza. Excuse me.
Say that shit. Nah, he killed Frieza. That's okay.
No. Yeah.
Which I didn't. I never knew that Star Force Legacy. Star Force is like basically like Battle Network. I didn't know that. Like,
yeah.
Which I also never played Star Force. So when I saw it, I was like, "This is basically Battle Network."
It's Battle Network from the back view.
Yeah,
so,
I was like,
that Battle Network you look above. Star Force is from the
so Star Force, the whole series is like from like a first person perspective.
You see him over the shoulder, third person, and you just move him left to right in the 3 panels, and you see enemies straight on, as opposed to Battle Network over. I strayed away from that, but I heard like now the comments have been looked over when they released the Legacy, and a couple friends sent me like, "Are you interested?" Because I'm a Mega Man fan. I stayed away from Legacy, from Star Force, because of the way it looked, and like. Battle Network had a great close.
That kind of turned me off to a little bit.
Yeah, and it had a great close to Battle Network. I'm kind of like six was pushing it, and Star Force I was kind of turned off. But then, and what I had heard initially, but then as community says, like, oh, the third game is good. Like, oh, so you're telling me like 4 games in? Because I think it was like Star Force said like the first iterations are like 2, kind of like the whole red blue with Pokemon thing that they had 2 iterations of the first game.
Yes, I do remember that.
And so the third installment is where it gets good, really. Okay.
That's like with anime. They say, like,
do you know what this reminds
100 episodes gets good. Like, I gotta wait 100 episodes for the game to get good. You serious?
Okay.
Like,
You know what this reminds me of? First of all, I think, 2 things. First, it's sad that we haven't gotten more Mega Man. I think that's sad. Bro.
I think it's definitely
sin and a shame.
To the choir.
I think it's also sad that we haven't gotten more of another Capcom series that I thought was fire. And he was in MVC3. Y'all know who I'm talking about?
There's a few, right?
There are
You talking about Strider?
no, but good guess. Well, not really good guess, but no.
What is that?
Yeah.
Beautiful Joe.
Oh, Beautiful Joe,
yes.
Why did they like?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh,
Did it not sell well? Is that why they're not like going back to it?
it did sell.
I don't
well.
remember.
It did?
It did.
There was a
sell
sequel
pretty
to it.
well.
What? It was Beautiful Joe.
It was,
Yeah,
that was the second one, yeah.
And
But
they,
it's like,
and
that's
they
the
definitely
Beautiful
said
Joe
that there was going to be a third one in the second
Joe.
game. They were like, yeah, there's going to be a third, and then there just wasn't.
And he was a dope character.
Yeah, he was dope. I grew to love the little.
That little stunt man.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say he was corny. He was just really corny.
Oh wait, now to think about it, unsung hero, and y'all aren't going to agree with me with this. Bomberman.
Oh, man.
That's Nintendo.
Okay. Hold on. Unsung hero. I think that's a reach.
Yeah, no, you're right.
United him like.
Yeah, right. Like, you can't say that is the unsung hero.
I tried it because I think last Bomberman game I
Hey,
played
but he did say we were going to disagree with him, and we did.
He did, right. But you can't say, hey, you guys are going to disagree with me now, but water is fire. Like, you can't say that. You can't say that. Like, it's just false. It's not even about disagreeing.
Water is
The conversation point was unalived upon entry.
Right. We agreed so much today. And then
Are y'all hyped?
That means next episode we're not going to agree at all.
we agreed on all the games better than Destiny. That's what it was.
all right. So, okay,
Yeah.
for you Resident Evil guys.
Yes,
because I'm not a Resident Evil guy. You know that.
I also am not.
What do you think of RE9? What do you think of RE9?
You know what I think of RE9? So Onimusha, Way of the Sword, 2020.
Oh, that was funny. Hey, that's funny. Hey, keep going. Keep going. That's funny. Hey, that is funny. Please keep going. Please keep going. Hey, you know what's funny? Wavy got a question too. He's asking about things.
Yeah, Wavy, go ahead.
But I was talking about Viper. If y'all hype for Viper, I mean, I haven't played Street Fighter.
Oh yeah.
So
Opinion. A friend of mine sent me. I don't like her. I guess the white suit might be her base skin. I liked her Street Fighter 4. I like the suit.
I like the oh yeah. I mean, but I'm sure that will that not be available as a skin? Like,
it probably will.
It is. No, it showed. If you watch the trailer, they go back to her. They show her in the suit. So I don't know whether or not that'll be her alternate. Yeah,
it is
Street Fighter games do that. Like,
if it was Street Fighter 5, it would probably cost like $10, but it's not Street Fighter 5. That was the dark years of Capcom. Street Fighter 5. That was the dark years of Capcom.
Those were pretty dark. But also, it's again based on everything we've been saying. There's always been some light with Capcom. Like there still is some light there. I was gonna say they do that with a lot of fighting games. They go take the characters now,
yeah, give them an updated look or whatever. They might get older. They might just have a different look. I mean, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Ken just looked ragged. He looked like a tired dad.
They're still doing Dragon Ball Fighter tournament side. Like they're still happening.
I've seen a solid game.
I've been seeing them. I haven't played it in a while.
Okay, you want a hot take where nobody's going to agree with me? I got you. I am not hype for Tokon Fighters. I do not want.
I played. I think if we all talk, we all.
Why are you not hyped for? Why are you not hyped for Token?
I didn't play it.
Well, so Wavy, did you play the? Did you play the?
I didn't have time that weekend, unfortunately.
So I played the beta, and I get it because it's Marvel and because it's akin to Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, fighter side scroller that people love so much, especially with the fact that every heavy hit, I swear to Jeebus, like you moved across the screen, like into the new map.
Yeah.
You could literally like hit somebody here, get them into the new map, and then drag them over here and then do it again and go back to where you were. People had a lot of issue with so much graphics going on. I'll say this would definitely be for the fighting game fans, high fighting games, like people that only get these kinds of games,
so basically,
and are also Marvel fans. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, my opinion may not count for much, but here's why. And to answer your question, Wavy, to me, the gameplay looks so stiff and so over kind of like what you were saying, Frosty, over stylized. Like they were trying to go for some kind of futuristic kind of over stylized look, but it just doesn't work for those characters.
It's definitely based off of whatchamacallit, the anime Avengers or whatever, like the way it's
right, which so like just
tell me how you really feel, noob.
I am. So I am. It looks stiff, kind of like you said. I watched a match where there was stage transitioning like 4 times, and I'm like, it's cool if you do it like once, like Tekken does or Fighters does,
right?
Or freaking
Strive.
Injustice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you do it once or twice, it's like, okay, cool, or like that's cool, but like every single time it's just an assault on the senses. It looks like a Gen Z game.
It gave me a little tinge of the dopamine hit of like you feel like you did something when you knocked your enemy into the other realm of the other room, but unfortunately, depending on how good you are, it resets you, because if they hit you into the other side and don't follow up, it's wrap. Like for me, I'm decent at fighting games, so you basically pushed me into a setting where we're back on our solid ground, and you gave me a chance to defend myself. No, I'm not about to take this again. Like, versus like if you hit people in the corner and roll them up into a combo, you're not recovering.
I mean, but yeah,
and that's the thing. Even the combos.
I'll take a guarantee 50-50.
The combos, like when you do an air combo, right, and you hit them up, like yes, fighters had that like meaty hit, and then you would chase after them, and 1, 2, do, and then hit them down or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say buckle my shoe, but I knew that. But anyway, like that. But you do the same thing in Tokon Fighters or Tokon, and it seems like every hit has so much hit stun that you're looking not at a slideshow, but you're paused there for a significant amount of time when it comes to frames. To me, it seems like it.
Maybe they're gonna
now. Gameplay also, like I was kind of like,
maybe they're gonna fix that.
It doesn't look smooth enough to be like a competitive fighting game. It really looks like they maxed out. Not even in my opinion, but this is what they were going for. It looked like they maxed out on style points, and the fighting game part is
I did see Justin Wong.
Now you can disagree with me. You can disagree with me, and
I agree with you.
Go ahead.
I was saying I saw Justin Wong on there and stuff like that, and he was like on this Storm shit, like he was in MVC and whatnot. So I mean, it seems like they could go in that direction, but like you said, I would assume they're gonna start. There's probably a lot of people that are saying that stuff, that same kind of sentiment that you're saying. So they're probably gonna fix it up and stuff like that before it comes out next year. Hopefully.
Yeah, no, it was the beta. It was like, this isn't the game, it was the beta. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that were commenting in the Discord.
And
on the Discord? Okay.
Yeah, it just seemed like
they gave a Discord
every single like the specials themselves, when you're like, I guess snapbacking some people, it looked like they were just snapbacks and not even full hyper combos. But like the full screen gets taken over and it's like Captain America.
It's not any different. Like it's not any.
I'm just saying.
Did you just say?
It's the first thing that came to my mind. I didn't know what to say. Hyper Shooting Star. There you go. Hyper Shooting Star. Anyway.
He said
Hyper Shooting Star. That's an actual thing.
He said
it is.
Yes, but like the whole screen would be taken over, and then like
it's not the whole screen. It's not.
But it's like 75% of it.
They put USA.
Well, like for me, I like. Captain America is definitely like that. Captain America is the Ryu of the game, right? Like you get his combos down. Everybody else, you got Storm. You got Storm. Like Storm's basically very range.
It's a beta.
I like it. I like. There was a couple moves of that, like with the shield throw. It's again not really easy to do, but especially if you're talking about trick shots, that you could easily do like a bounce off the screen or whatever. I used it a couple of times to like gain advantage, right? Like you could do throw it top of the screen and then bounce back in the corner and hit your opponent in the back, and you just follow up, once you get it back. So it depends on use. Have I seen better shield throws? Probably like Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like we're talking about graphic look. But use, I would care more about its effectiveness more than its look. Like I did what I needed it to do.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if it was fun and the mechanics didn't suck, like I'm okay with that. I don't know.
I will say that my vitriol comes from the fact that I thought that the follow-up for Fighters should have been Shonen Jump, not Marvel. But they're chasing. They're chasing Marvel money. Marvel has a lot of money. So I mean, hey, Arc System Works, go where you
might as well.
Go where you go. But like
one more thing.
Man,
I will say. Good. I will say it was funny. What was funny for me was this is a standard fighting game commentary. Like when you fight someone, it was me learning the one thing I didn't like was the only way you could practice was when you started the game up. If you did the tutorial, I wanted a mode where I could at least try to practice moves. I'm the type of person that goes to practice mode and fights on the dummy to get my moves down. Huh?
That's probably a full game thing.
Yeah. So here's the thing when that and it got me. It got in the back of my mind. I was fighting someone. One of my first matches.
You were losing.
I lost. I did lose. But I was trying to master move. Thanks.
What is wrong with this guy?
I know, right?
he was
keep your friends close, your enemies closer.
Hey, look, honestly, it was when he said I'm decent at fighting games. I was like,
no, but for me, I thought I like had proved myself with you with Fighters. You're like, oh, you're decent. You're actually better than I thought you were.
Yeah, Fighters.
But same concept.
Jeez.
To a degree, but but he's still. When Sonny is someone's like dojo master, I can see somebody like trying to train into him. It's like, well, how'd I do, Sifu? Like, I've seen better from bears in the woods, something like that. Be like,
yes.
what?
No, but that's because if people's trying to get better at the game, I'll be like, yo, you gotta hit the doge. Like that's the only way. Like, cause again, you know the meme. There's like all these memes that are like top count frames. I mash on wake up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, okay, well, then you deserve to get baited and punished. Like,
the only reason I laugh at that is because that's so me. Like,
see, this is the thing. This is why with Mark, right? And this is what happens with most people if they don't pay attention to frame count and things like that. If you play the game enough, like you'll get decent at frame count without knowing the frame count. Like you'll get decent at like you won't pay attention to the actual math aspect of it, but you will get good enough to know those things. Practice for it. That is one way to expedite and make more efficient the things that you're doing. Like that is one way to do it. So it's funny when it's like, oh, you know, I did an attack and you tried to counter with something that does not have enough frame advantage, and so therefore open yourself up to one of my counters. I'm just like, okay, so you don't know that leaves you open. Okay, cool. So like,
no, right?
I gotta educate you. Like, oh, you know that leaves you open, right? Like, because you should never do that.
But for me, with the guy, like the follow up was like the guy I fought, the person I fought. They followed up in the direct message and was kind of like, stop spamming moves, and then like ran off. And I was like,
you were spamming moves?
I was trying to get down the shield throw, I guess. I was like, depending on what I was trying to do, defend myself.
He was Captain
like,
America. He was using his shield.
So he whooped you and then was like, stop spamming. Like, you're trying.
Yeah, basically. I was just like, all right, first match. And all I fought was the computer, but okay.
Screenshot the full message. We should send it to him. He was like, bro, you're fucking trash.
That's good. All right. Right. Like, it's me trying to work it out. Relax.
Hey,
it's a beta.
I feel you. Sometimes I be stressed as hell when I you playing online or any game, and then somebody starts talking shit to you, and you're just like, come on, like, I'm just trying to relax. Like, come on.
Right.
But that's why that I don't.
I can understand it. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand it.
But what I do like, Monster Hunter Wilds has a Final Fantasy XIV collaboration that's coming up, and that is going to be fighting against a new monster, Omega Planetes. And
I did see that. Yeah.
I know nothing about it because I haven't played Final Fantasy XIV online. But I know it's a new monster, and it has a new fit, and it has new drip, and that's what I live for in that game. So that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. That happens as of recording. I think tomorrow. Yeah, I think it comes out tomorrow. And so
on a Monday.
On a Monday, yes.
There you go.
Jeez.
So that they have the rest of the week to iron out patches or something. I don't know.
Was it? Hey, manager, I'm feeling a little. Wet.
I'm dying.
So that's
Ghost of Yote coming out. So he better leave next week. Ghost of Yote.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it comes out September 29th. That's crazy.
Man, news report: over 25% of call centers have seen an epidemic of sorts, or whatever their job is. You know, for
that is hilarious though. That like certain games can be like, Professor, I'm sick today. The professor's like, yeah, I am too. And then you just play the game.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be like,
yep. That's because the whole world is gonna shut down.
It's definitely gonna shut down.
And I'm here for it.
Basically, like world peace for like one day,
for one day, so we can all play this game about like crime.
Literally, the week before, everybody's like, "Everybody, be cool! This game is coming out! Like, come on!"
Yeah.
We just get our stuff together for 1 week.
I was telling, I don't remember who I was telling. It was one of y'all. I think it was this group. I was saying, in the future, we get old, we can't get or whatever. And like we're about to die, and how depressing it's gonna be when some dope shit's gonna come out. You're not about to like this is the depression that I'm gonna feel. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta pull like some people did and contact the creators and be like, "Can I play like the alpha or the beta of this game before I die?" Because some people did that. I mean, a child did that for One Piece. Another person did that for a couple of games.
Somebody did that for Borderlands 4, I think too.
Yeah, and Elden Ring. I want to say like some people are going to be able to play it.
They should have did something better. I'm just playing.
Bro, can somebody tell Randy Pitchford to get off of X? Like the man is just digging
I don't know what
a hole. Like
I don't know what he's doing right now. Like
his best, he thinks.
Yes.
So other than that, let me tell you about. Let me preach to you the gospel of Monster Hunter stories.
Wait, hold on. Oh. Wait, okay. Well, what about Onimusha though?
I'm hyped for that. I do want that one.
Well, I'm only saying that because Eric was about to say something about it.
Oh,
it looks beautiful. That's definitely that would be a
Capcom historically. I don't know if
that would be a depending on the graphics are beautiful. The gameplay follows up. I think that would be definitely in a category at an award show.
Love me some Onimusha. I'm very glad.
It's definitely a legacy title that everybody generally knows that name.
Yeah,
even if you hadn't played it.
I want to say, is that one of the games that they're going to release the previous ones like on the day that it comes out?
I think
1 and 2.
I know they're doing the same with Resident Evil 9.
Wait. One and just 1 and 2?
I think for what I saw on the
I know 2 Remastered is coming out
video.
So.
It was like Way of the Sword, and then they did like 1 and 2 or something like that.
Onimusha 3 needs the remaster.
Well, I know that they're going to either do a sale or do some re-release, something like that.
Yeah, the Onimusha 2 Remastered coming out May 20. Oh, it already came out. Oh, May 23rd. Yeah.
Have y'all played the Onimusha franchise?
I have.
No, I hadn't.
You said you have?
I haven't.
Oh, you said you did. Wait, y'all haven't?
No, I have not.
It's
1 and 2 are out now.
It's fine. 2 was all. 1 and 2 were awesome.
Like what Wavy said.
Onimusha 3.
Well,
3 was the one.
That's crazy,
bro. Yes. Do y'all remember? I would always talk about the Onimusha 3 intro, and not Onimusha 3 the game, amazing, but the intro, by far the best opening cinematic I've ever seen for a video game. Hands down, to date, never seen one better.
To get towards the final bonus facts of it overall, I would say generally in an Onimusha Way of the Sword, the way that trailer does look, that game does look attractive. So to follow up on that legacy, that intro was very engaging. I will say that for that. And then so Onimusha's legacy has very much to lead into this next game coming out 2026. Way of the Sword. I think to me it would almost build the same not nostalgia, but the same interest as Nioh. Like, as it has people who are fans of the Nioh series, same
Neo,
who's fans of Nioh. Sorry, the people who are fans of those series like Nioh and Onimusha that are looking forward to those games. So it's going to be a good year for them, for those fans.
Yeah, because the alpha for Neo 3 was actually really good. I like that. You start off basically on a boss fight for the most part, and they have a mechanic where it's when you parry or whatever, you're changing into another form. You're going, because you're a samurai and then you're a ninja form, and when you parry and stuff, a successful parry, you are basically changing into that ninja form or vice versa back to the samurai form and stuff like that. Okay. So I think that was really
cool.
That was really cool that they added that. I thought the alpha was nice and everything. The game comes out next year, so I think the first two they have a dedicated fan base, so the third one's gonna be the same.
They do.
Especially because Souls Likes is the meta now. It's definitely gonna sell a lot more now. I think so anyway.
Yeah. I'd say with these directs basically possibly being the last reminders of what's coming and what's to come.
Mm-hmm.
It's looked like an interesting year for 2026, and 2025 is going to close out. We already generally have an idea of who's probably going to win any type of accolades as we go out. So it is what it is. But the bonuses, Rapid Fire, the 2K XO Early Access, October 7th. Game looks amazing. Looks like the side-scroller fighter with, I think, even other characters from Arcane in it as well.
League of Legends.
League of Legends, yeah. So it's based on them, yeah. I know not we can touch on this another time, and I know it deserves more time. But Hyperfunk, sequel to Bomb Rush,
yes sir.
And
he had a demo over. They had a demo over at Tokyo Game Show. It was probably 2 minutes that I saw on YouTube, but it looks amazing. The first Bomb Rush Cyberpunk was amazing. I love that game. It wasn't on Game of Night. It was like probably $40. I bought that, and it was
so good.
It was great.
I can't believe that the Jet Set Radio Future or whatever. I mean, the new Jet Set Radio that Sega had teased way back when. No news about it.
It still hasn't come out yet.
There's been no news about
nothing
it.
at all. Like
nothing.
Yo,
and these people are about to done release 2 games since. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
But Cyberpunk, the demo that I saw on YouTube, it looks good. It looks like more Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which
it looks more Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Yeah,
it's what I wanted. So
the mods are great too for it. I mean, it's just
they got mods. Oh yeah, probably on PC. So
they're great.
Yeah. Super Mario Galaxy, the movie, Super Mario Movie 2.
Yeah,
they need that Smash Bros. Universe. They need the cinematic Smash Bros. Universe.
They might as well just do it.
We gotta get. I mean, the next Legend of Zelda movie is live action, so I don't know about that.
That's true.
It better be good. That's all I'm saying.
It
better be good.
If they find a way to create a Smash Bros. Cinematic game, I think that is a great way to make.
It's a good idea.
I think it's a great way.
I think it's definitely should be. It should happen. Like, why not? Like,
because we're thinking of it and they're not.
Ain't that the sad thing? Ain't that the sad thing? Because, if we could just make it happen. Man, why is that so sad? Like, all these good ideas.
Things that I would hope they would think about it, though. Like, that's like one of their most successful franchises. So, like, why don't you just capitalize it and make a movie out of it? Like,
right.
Give us
I don't think everything... Right, and you would think it would just be that simple, but I think somebody, not to be mean, somebody's probably on the long line making it more complicated than it needs to be. Somebody might be making it more complicated than it needs to be along this process, along whatever process is making it from pen to paper to meeting. Something's not meeting. Somebody's saying no. Somebody's saying the numbers don't make sense. Somebody's saying that because they may not be a fan of it, that it won't work because they don't understand it. Like, especially when we're talking about how these studios have allowed some people to make shows, I won't say names, to not play or look at.
Why not? We're media. Why not? I would say it.
Well, so like, for example, like Halo, like the director for Halo didn't play any Halo games or whatever, so you know what I mean? Or was it the director or the producer? One of the two. Like the fact of not consuming whatever your product is made of, just to kind of be like, I want mine to be unique. It's already not unique because you're already telling a story that exists. So what are you doing? Like saying like that's you're retelling something I already know.
They're getting it greenlit because it's something that has come before.
Yeah,
but then don't. What are you trying to change? Like the story was what we loved. Why are you trying to do something different? Here's how I see it.
But they got greenlit and they got paid. No matter how much it bombed, they got paid.
Yeah, that's true.
But to your point, you're right. You got some people. You can just say what you're trying to say. You're saying that there's people at the top, decision makers, who aren't actually passionate about it.
Exactly.
They're making the wrong decisions.
Yeah,
and those decisions don't reflect us.
Exactly.
They made their shit famous. Yeah, they made it, but we made it famous.
They put Halo on Paramount and said, "Hey nerds, come watch this."
Right, come watch this, nerds.
And then
you'll love it.
and then we watch it and we're like, "Hey, it's not the same." And then the actor's like, "Look, I don't get paid for you guys to see the Master Chief helmet. I get paid for you guys to see my face because a helmet can't emote, you know." And
I'm sorry, I was missing on that. I was missing out on all the money I was counting that you watched it anyway.
Exactly. You see, Sonic was a perfect example. If they released Sonic as is, that joint would have flopped. They would have never.
I still believe that they had the render correct, and they just did that for rage bait. Just like,
I don't think so.
It's like you can't.
I think they actually were like, "This is what it's going to be," and then people were like, "Nah."
They messed up.
I think they just messed up
because they wouldn't have delayed it that long. I don't think they would have delayed it that long to try to fix it. And now look, we've got a whole trilogy. I can't wait for the next one.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the fourth one. Yeah,
man, what? But
I still have gripes about 3 and Shadow Story, but you know.
Oh yeah, I agree. But I was still here. I still thought it was fun.
Shout out to Amy.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Amy. And then one last thing, I guess we're pretty much done for. We talked about everything else really on the list.
We got hella episodes on all this for.
I didn't talk about Stories 3, but I'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So about Star Wars. No, I'm just like.
Shout out. We'll say on the end. Shout out to creators. I think we probably not maybe try to do this often, but just shout out to the comic shop and shout out to Checkpoint the show.
Shout out to
8-Bit Cold Fist. And
I watch that shit every week. Like comic shop, like it's basically like a mockumentary series, whatever. But it's just nerddom at that point. Like I love the show. It's a great show. So Shine, if you watch this, whatever, like you did a good job with that show and everything. And I like how like it's one episode about D&D and stuff like that. And she was like, I think she said something like, there are nerds, and then there are D&D nerds. I'm like, then that couldn't be even more of a true statement right there, because there's definitely a split in between the two and shit like that. But yeah, the show is good.
And you can be a geek of anything if you go far enough.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You can be.
Yeah.
One thing I think I've learned, and I think that statement really makes a lot of sense, because once you go, like, especially as we get older, you know what I'm saying? Like we've been around the block. Like, we can say this now. We've been around. We've been around gaming for 30 plus years. We've been around gaming.
Yes.
So like we could very well be, fans of, like, somebody could say, oh, I'm a fan of, Time Splitters like crazy. Like, I played the shit out of that. I know the lore. I've read everything there is to read about it. Like, I know everything about it. And they could passionately walk you up and down the story. That's not me. But like when you see that, you'll be like, oh, that's tight. Like that's a fan. You know what I'm saying? So like you can people have these things. Now they're like free to celebrate them and talk about them. And yeah, I mean D&D is big time, and it's obviously bled into all types of other things too.
Mm-hmm.
And there are so many varying types of nerds. I mean, I had to understand that the movie nerd is a thing too. Like
definitely
the
cinematic nerd,
right? Like I haven't read the comic books, but I am a nerd of the film shows and all that stuff. Like,
they know all the lores of the film.
There's sports nerds. There's sports nerds too.
Exactly.
There's sports nerds.
Well, so I was gonna say, sports nerds. That was like a hidden culture for years. Sports nerd culture.
Was it?
Like, yeah, it was. Honestly, sports.
Not being a fan of the team, but like knowing all the stats.
Yeah,
and
knowing all the stats,
rules.
knowing everything, even the meme. Sports, and I don't have a stat to back this up, but sports memes were some of the earliest memes. Like, there were sports memes came, and before memeing was hot, and one of my buddies had to put me on years ago. Like, before I knew what memes were, before memes were hot, there were lots of sports memes and pages and like places that were putting out sports memes, but they didn't go anywhere. They weren't put on the news or anything. It was just something that was funny for like internet communities.
Right.
But like, there's a lot there, and I think the graduation of it is why we're at the point now. I mean, I know we can always talk about it because I think we're bigger sports fans, I would say, relative to, Noob and Frosty. But I mean, I could have that wrong. But like nowadays,
you're right.
There's like animosity from like players to like nerd media. Everybody's like, oh, what were the stats? What's this? What's that?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see what you're talking about.
Like, but that culture has been like festering for years, and now it's like.
Go into your local barbershop and ask who's to go, LeBron or Michael. And you're gonna see a whole bunch of sports nerds going up in their mouth.
Hey, they all go, but you're gonna see the difference too. You're gonna see the people who are emotional about it.
Yep.
just like with gamers and film people, the emotional people, and they're gonna be like, oh, well, you weren't there when Wilt Chamberlain did this, and that.
Yeah.
I'll be like, bro, could Wilt Chamberlain hit free throws? And I say, then people will say, oh, well, what about Shaq or Hakeem, blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, you trust him to take the ball up and down the floor? Like, people will start, okay, I'm going to poke holes and all this stuff. Okay, well, then they say, oh, who's the most complete player? Oh, this person. And then what about this? What about that? Oh, what about is, is it more important?
You can take that, you can take that from sports to games to films. You can take that anywhere.
Exactly.
I mean, like, we just said it earlier with, what did you think the best, what was it? Because I had
the best gaming intro.
Yeah, we had best gaming intro, and then we also had best
best stories out of the Visions Visions
Yeah.
catalog. What we thought
exactly, because because that's what always happens, and we can nerd out about this, and we appreciate it. We do it with anime all the time too, especially who's stronger, who's better, and what's this and what's that, what's the power scale like, and right? Can they beat Goku? What's the answer? No. It's the same thing. It's the same thing because it's true. It's true. every person. Here's the thing. I say the same thing with Kratos. Every person who comes up against them loses. Like everybody who Kratos comes up against, who was like,
yes, even if he loses the first time, they're not going to win the war. Yeah.
Kratos wins. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know why? Because the player has to win.
Well, yes, but that's the thing. If you take as much lore as you possibly can, you're like, okay, what feasibly might happen? Is it more feasible that Kratos loses? Generally speaking, who kills? What would kill Kratos? That because we've seen him. But that's the thing. Like, they say, Superman killed Goku. Like, I could very easily see a world where Goku also beats him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see that.
It's all about the writing.
Right.
So it's just like...
It's the writing.
I could very well see those things. Like, you telling me that it's not fathomable for Vegeta to do that same bomb he did to Fat Boo to do it to Superman and it wouldn't work? Like,
not vaporize him? Because
like,
Superman has survived the sun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Superman's been in the sun.
Well, I always say we got to compare the ups and we got to compare the bottoms. Like, what's the weakest thing we've seen Superman be damaged by? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is
Kryptonite knife?
You know what I'm saying? What is the weakest thing we've seen hurt Superman?
Was it DC Universe Online where Lex Luthor stabbed him with a kryptonite spear and killed him? You know
what is the weakest thing that we have seen hurt King Vegeta? You know what I'm saying? Not Prince Vegeta, King Vegeta. What's the weakest thing we've seen?
Frieza's death ball. No. Sorry, Frieza's kicking him in the jaw.
Right. Frieza, right? Who remember, the weakest Z fighter.
I see where you're coming from.
Could go like this and destroy the strength machine. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like that's the scale is different.
I would be curious about where King Vegeta would have sat scale wise, but he lost to Frieza Form 1 easily, and that's where the Z fighters would pass that.
To Frieza Form 1
back then. Remember, they weren't that nice back then. Goku and Vegeta came.
Frieza, I want to say Form 1 Frieza. Form 1 Frieza was 500,000, right? 500,000 power level?
So his second form double. You know what?
Yes.
You know what? The other point I'll touch on is Checkpoint the Show. Shout out to
8-Bit and Lex.
8-Bit and Lex in their show, bringing back like the essence of G4 and
for the most part,
holding games to task.
I watch that every chance I get to. Like every time I see it on YouTube feed, it's like clicking it. Like they do a good job with that. You know what I'm saying? So like, shout out to Checkpoint too. You know what I mean?
And we'll definitely be looking maybe to see what's up with them, see what's going on with being on episodes. But anyway, this has been a jam-packed episode for everybody that's still hanging out here. Congratulations, you win a prize for listening to the entire episode. We don't know what it is yet, but just write out an IOU.
I know what it is.
What is it?
I'm not telling.
Oh, okay, good. That's a wrap, squad. Be sure to search for us anywhere on the internet at Phuca-Pod to check out all of our available content on all of our on all of the social media platforms. We're there, guaranteed. I've been your host, Frosty Phenix. Catch me across the web, FROSTYPHENIX. Squad, close out with your socials.
Yo, was good. It's your boy WaveyGawd, of course. I'm a sneaker lover, anime watcher, video game player. You know what I'm saying? Of course, rate the show 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcast. Of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I like all our videos. And I just want to say, y'all some suckers for backing out the college basketball scene, man. Y'all heard 2K was going to get some college basketball. Y'all said, nah, we don't want to do it no more. That's some sucker shit. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't doing that shit.
No, you did. I'm just trying to pick.
I said y'all some suckers for that. That's what I said.
Sorry.
More strays is crazy.
These ain't even strays. These are direct aim. I'm aiming and I'm firing.
No, we're in the clothes, but not ready. It's very intentional.
That's all I'm gonna say though. But shout out to Silk Song for that crazy launch meet. But next squad mate, you're up, man.
Peace, y'all. It's been great. I've been CorneredFOX, a.k.a. One Speed Wanda, a.k.a. Leroy Justice. Thank y'all for listening to the podcast. It's been great. Had a whole bunch of really good talking points today. I think the biggest things that came out of this is that Ghost of Yotei is coming out. And as of taping, Ghost of Yotei is coming out. And what is it, a week? Or maybe 6 days?
It's September 28th right now. So it comes out
October 2nd. Yeah, so that's going to be the big thing to play. So we got potential Game of the Year on the horizon. It's a great time for gaming. We got the holidays coming up, so obviously it's a great time there too. This is, I will again say, we're in year 5 of the cycle, or 6 of the console cycle.
5.
Which means that we should be hearing
About
either this year or in the near future about the next console. Because we do have these continued cycles. So I just say that to say, keep rocking with us. We're going to keep giving y'all the news. Keep liking, commenting, and subscribing. Keep telling us all the things you agree with and disagree with, so we can debate you. Catch me with the squad at Phuca-Pod. You can also find my personal Sonny Burns, SKNIBURNS, but I don't really be on there like that. So catch me at Phuca-Pod. Peace. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, it's been one true noob. It's still one true noob. I don't know why I said it's been. 2-time author, creator of The Order Sanctus. Socials are still under work, pardon our dust, but I hope you enjoyed the episode. Rate us 5 stars on any platform of your choice. I do mean any, wherever this is posted. And continue to keep it here for all news-related news. I said news-related stuff. Game-related news.
Gaming-related news, nerd-related news, and opinions.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Digimon Lost Story.
Yes.
Digimon, for that coming out. It's going to have the same day as Ghost of Yotei. That's crazy that they didn't even back out. They just
that's
released the same day.
Well, they have their fans though. They have their fans though, so they're like, dedicated. Please, save me.
It'll work too because people have been starved for a Digimon game. So,
yep.
And shout out to Monster Hunter Stories. I thought y'all were corny, and you are, but you're still the gameplay is fire, and the graphics look great. I'm looking forward to playing that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If anything, catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.
I can't believe y'all almost actually caught me on this Dragon Ball rant